Do you love great character development in your video game? Do you love compelling stories? Well, let me introduce you to something that has absolutely none of that. Just Cause 4. But do you know what I can offer you? A man called Rico and a shit ton of explosions. Joining Rico on his mission to free the country of Solis is boring side character number 1, boring side character number 2, PS2 looking ass lady, Sheldon, again, and holy shit, look at the size of them lips! Released in 2018, Just Cause 4 had a lot to prove. It would shock you to know that Just Cause 4 is the successor to Just Cause 3. Fucking mind blown. With the huge success of Just Cause 3, there was a lot of buzz for the next game. And what did we get? A huge disappointment. And that's coming from me. But it can't be that bad, right? Alright, you know the drill here. We've got a parachute, the brain damage simulator, and a grappling hook, but with a twist. You can now customize the grappling hook to your liking. You like balloons? Done! Do you like sending a cow into the sky at 200 miles per hour? We've got it! We're 4 games deep into this franchise, and you think they've run out of ideas on how to blow shit up. Which is great, because my 2 functioning brain cells can't get enough of it. So what's the problem? The story they so desperately want you to care about. Yeah, so let me break it down for you. In the previous Just Cause games, the story is nothing special. Evil Dictator rules Ireland, Rico goes and blows shit up, Dictator doesn't like it, Rico goes and blows more shit up, military gets folded like an omelette, and Rico kills a dictator. Done. Nice and easy, because at the end of the day, you're here for the open world sandbox and dumb fun. Or for some of you, to commit domestic terrorism. The story is the afterthought of the previous games, so why is it there's now suddenly a huge shift in this game's story? Not to mention that the story missions in this game, well, suck in comparison to Just Cause 2 or 3. Because fighting and pressing a few buttons isn't as fun as say, hey, see an army coming towards you? Yeah, go blow them up for me please. But hey, as I said, the story is the afterthought. You're here for the dumb fun. So, let's get dumb. Just like the previous games, if you see the colour red on anything, shoot it. Not a civilian. So to do that, you're going to need some weapons. There's a bit of a downgrade with weapons in this game, in that you can only hold 2 weapons at a time, and if you run out of ammunition, you drop it. Every time I think of a reason why they decided to do that, I give myself an aneurysm, so we'll just leave it at that. So now you're forced to pick up anything you can get your hands on, but hey, they make up for that because every gun now has a second firing option available. An assault rifle with a grenade launcher, another rifle that launches a drone. Do you like the sniper rifle? No? Well, we strapped a rocket launcher onto it. But where's the rocket launcher coming? Don't ask questions! Hell, you don't even need handguns actually. You can just use mortars, AA guns, bigger drones, and a giant ass wing gun that looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz would make it.
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated!
A platypus? Perry the platypus! Now all of that is really fun, and so are the vehicles in the game. Because you can't have a Just Cause game without using vehicles to mow down pedestrians or turning this plane into a 10-ton self-guided missile. We've got small civilian cars, industrial vehicles, hovercrafts, commercial planes, military trucks, helicopters, a shit ton of tanks, fighter jets, and a car that looks like a dog. I hope it barks when I press the horn button. Oh yeah! Just like the previous games, you can get all these vehicles and weapons delivered to you for the very low price of 5 minutes. Just ask any of your 7 pilots and they'll drop it for you. But if you have the low attention span of the average 20-year-old, you can, oh, that's a plane. You don't even need vehicles to get you from A to B, just pick either of your pilots whenever you're not waiting the 5-minute cooldown, and you can just fast travel to any point in the map. So now all the vehicles are just kind of obsolete now. Yeah, I know that Just Cause 3 had this function, but when you've got a game with way more vehicles than its predecessor, it just spoils you and doesn't really give you any sort of incentive to use the vehicles. Not to mention that when you have a grappling hook that has pretty much a portable C4 on it, a wingsuit that becomes a jetpack with rockets on it, vehicles are just sort of like unnecessary. Destruction is still a core mechanic in the gameplay, but for some reason Avalanche Studios decided to make it worse. For some fucking reason. So, to take over a portion of the map, you need to complete a very boring mission for a base in the region, and that boring mission is either pushing buttons, pushing my patience, would you please hurry up, and hacking. That is it. Then you go into the map and advance your forces into the next region. To gain more forces, you need to fill up this bar right up here, but to fill it up, you need to cause chaos, which is great. Everything you destroy contributes to the bar filling up. It's just that everything you destroy will eventually spawn back in later, so it doesn't really feel like you're completing anything. You can just find a base that you've already taken over and blow up infrastructure there, without hardly facing any pushback from the military. It's just not as fun or cool as the previous games. Seriously, how do you mess something so simple like that up? Right, so now we've got story time. Rico is smuggled into Solis by Mira, asking for help to take down fish lips right here. Rico stands there, aura farming, looking up at his dad's finest work, a machine that can make it snow. He goes to fuck shit up, but he doesn't. He wakes up in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and walks to the nearest town because his gear is broken. Evil lady here starts shooting people, Rico starts shooting her, she leaves, and hey, wouldn't you know it, we've just started a rebellion. And what do rebels need? Guns. So, Rico opens up a factory, ready for business. Next, we're told to go help out a movie director and a historian. They both want to help out the cause in their own way, but they want Rico to do odd jobs and chores for them in exchange for better upgrades to their grappling hook. The more missions you complete, the better and stronger the upgrades get. Right, so for Rico to get back to blowjob lips right here, he's going to need to destroy 3 smaller weather manipulation devices in 3 separate regions of the map. We've got a machine that makes it rain like the average day in the UK, one that makes actual full-blown tornadoes, and the last one just makes the region very, very sandy. First one to tackle is the rain machine. Oh, and Sheldon's now here helping us. Rico needs to make a special boat in order to get close enough to the device. 5 hours later, and we've got the boat ready. I'm skipping all those 5 hours because literally, he just collects some parts. That's it. Fucking thrilling. We take a nice stroll down the lake, bust into the base, destroy the device, and Bob's your uncle. Rico and Sheldon then find the lab hiding underneath the base, and they find out Botox Lips ordered the death of Rico's father and mother. He isn't pleased. Moving on to the tornado issue, Rico and Mira bring this dude in to help. I can't honestly remember his name. Rico now needs a special truck for this tornado device. 5 hours of emotional storytelling later, and the truck is ready. And it's useless, because all Rico needed to do was just fly into the tornado itself and plug a USB in. What? Now we have a sand problem. One touching reunion later, and Mira's uncle gives Rico an idea on how to stop the sand machine. And it's a special train. Wow, I'm shocked. I never saw that one coming. Many days later, and the train is finally done. So we make our way to the base, and then the sandstorm starts. You'll spend about 10 minutes trying to find the 3 generators in order to deactivate the shielding around the sand device. Well, I spent about 10 minutes because I'm impatient as fuck. Once the generators have been dealt with, aim your gun and start blasting. Well, that finishes that. We've now made it to the final mission, and the gang's all here. There is still one more weather device left to destroy, and it's the most heavily guarded on the map. Rico rallies his forces for one final strike. Oh, and Fat Lips, yeah, he's pretty pissed off. Rico makes his way up to Project Yappa and destroys the Blizzard Core. With that weather manipulation device now down, Rico's army can now make their way up to Project Yappa. Oh, and now you're stuck in a small room filled with dickheads who won't die. Once they've been liberated and the power is cut, you're then forced into an even smaller room filled with more dickheads who still won't die. Finally, it's done. Where's big old Lip Boy? Espinosa made a swift exit about 5 minutes ago. Oh, and he's launched the final device. We're all dead. Nah, we're not actually. Evil lady here switches sides and gives Rico control of the device. How nice of her. So, he does the most Rico shit possible and flies the device 300 miles per hour into Vagina Lips. Now, if you thought the story was silly, wait until you hear about the DLC for Just Cause 4. Daredevils of Destruction is just time trials in cars with big guns on them. Yeah, Los Demones is where Rico starts taking LSD and we see what he sees, and that is bugs, 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 and tentacles. I'm not even playing Just Cause anymore at this point. Danger Rising is now the only exception. It's a return to what made Just Cause fun. You've got multiple submarines scattered around the coast, and to take them over, you need to blow up infrastructure, just like the previous games. Not to mention, you're also dealing with enemies with grappling hooks, so now you're finally getting an actual challenge in the game. Even though I've spent the last couple of minutes talking about how bad the game is, it's still worth buying. Only if it's in a Steam sale or dirt cheap. It's a big old sandbox that looks very pretty from certain angles. The frontline scenarios are fun to dig around, and the Easter eggs provide a lot of entertainment.
Rico, I'm gonna circumcise you!
And this game has some exquisite comedy timing.
The juggernaut's emerging from beneath the bridge.
I'm jumping off the bridge.
Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
So, Just Cause 4. Do the dumbest shit possible, have fun, don't take it seriously, and start tweeting Avalanche Studios every day to get them to make Just Cause 5. Like and subscribe, and I'll make more disappointing videos just like this one.